Hi everyone. So I'm gonna make some ahi tuna. While I'm cooking, I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm not gonna show you how to make it. I'm not gonna show you much, but since I'm multitasking, I'm making some ahi tuna. I don't want to flip it because I already opened the cover and I need to wash it. Okay, and got the sesame seeds, Chinese sauce, and the sesame oil. There's some ginger and green onions over there. The thing is, this is my first time making this. So this is why I'm not gonna show you the process of making it. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys the story while I'm doing my part to multitask. How about that? Alright, so I already got um, stuff already up in there mixed to let it sit in and get seasoned, and then I'm gonna sear up my pan in a little bit. But while I'm talking to you guys, I'll chop up some stuff. So excuse the noise if you hear it. Okay, my bad. I understand about noise. I don't like it, and I think I'm starting to like have an irritation with my left. Is it right ear? Yep, my right ear is like starting to. Yeah. All right, so Twilight Zone. Oh yeah. What's this? Oh, that's on the camera. All right, let me finish. So I got to watching the new Twilight Zone, you know, because I've been watched all the old ones. I'm like, I know some of them that hard. I got my favorites. I'll be like, Twilight Zone, Twilight Zone, Twilight Zone, because I believe in the Twilight Zone for real. Not like that, but you know. Well, let's talk about this new one about where he's on a flight. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing something. He's on a flight, right? And it's like one of those flights where it's kind of like he took it. He took a freaking flight. And this guy, okay. So he goes and he's like, excuse me for a second. So he goes and he's all like, yeah, he's taking a flight. His wife is all like, are you sure you should be taking this flight? Da, 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 da. And he's all like, well, yeah, sweetheart, yeah, I'm cleared to take the flight. So I'm like, because, you know, okay. But he's a journalist or an author or he writes for a magazine. Let's put it that way. He's yeah, one of them. And then so, pardon me, pardon me. So he's at the little shop or whatever, and he's minding his own like freaking little business. And this guy walks up to him and says, "Hey, is that you on that magazine?" And he's all like, "Yeah, okay." He's all like, "Well, can you go ahead and like sign it for me?" He's all like, "Sure, why not?" Da, 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 da. Okay. You know, he's not thinking anything of it. And he just was all like, all right. So he gets on this plane, or his flight is, get this, 10:10, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 10:10. I gotta double check. Or you guys can double check. And then when he looked at his clock, it was 10:10. When he called his wife, it was like, so like, look, it's weird that da 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 da. Well, or his flight got delayed to 10:10, and he was put at gate 10 or something, and then it was like he's all like, this is some trippy stuff going on, and so his wife's all like, are you sure you should be flying or going on this trip? Are you ready for this? And then he's all like, yeah, I'm ready. And so he went anyway, right? So he sits on his seat, and his seat is like number 10. So he's like putting it two and two together, and he's like going on like, what is going on with the number 10? And it turned out it was August 10th. So he's all like, you know, he's not. He's like, maybe it's just a coincidence. At the same time, well, it's a coincidence. Things is happening around him. So he sits back on his seat. He pays attention. He's like, okay, what's going on? You know, certain people here, blah blah blah. And he runs into the same guy he signed a autograph for. And you know, because his remember his seat is number 10 on the 10th row or something. I don't know. So there's this like futuristic thing now where you can see the pilot in the car, like, you know, you can watch to see if the pilot's asleep, awake, or whatever, and if you're gonna land. I don't know. It's some futuristic stuff they're showing us, like they're telling us, like, you know, now you can have the flight experience, you know, because not everybody can go back to the, you know, flight deck no more. So but when he sat down, he saw an old player, like not an MP3 player, but like an old like voice recorder from like way back from like the 50s or something. It's like one of those old radio, I don't know, things. So he starts listening to it, and it starts to tell a story. And it started to tell a story about the flight. And it says, you know, this is not a mistake that you're on this flight. Ooh, that wasn't a mistake. So he was listening on this flight. And then he was like, what? So he started getting suspicious because this recorder is telling, but he's not listening to the whole situation the whole way. He's just listening to certain aspects of it, and not listening to everything that is going on the flight, or, you know, not listening to the whole recording. So check it out, because it meant something. It meant something. Check me out next time, and I'll let you know how all this went.